still standing behind this demonic president. Our best case scenario, our brightest outcome on election day is a landslide so thorough and unequivocal that even Trump's enablers, the Republican Party, political whores, every one of them, will not go out onto the limb with him and try to overturn his election defeat in the courts, or on the streets, or with the military. It must be a win so overwhelming that they and these maggots who believe in fascism, the kind that Donald Trump has already brought to this country, scurry back into their holes, disbelieving and shocked, but, like him, ultimately interested only in one thing: saving their own asses. Our best case scenario is a defeated Trump having no alternative but to concede defeat. And yet, you know in your heart what would follow even that decisive and blessed moment. If Trump actually accepts losing, he will not even pause for breath before he immediately announces that he is seeking the presidency in 2024. And therein lies the real terror of this time of the madman. What he revealed about America, and to the unprincipled scum who have been for decades merely pretending they are not racist, they are not homophobic, they are not anti-Semitic, they are not anti-democracy, they are not obsessed with violence and death. The shy haters. What he revealed is they will not go away just because Trump concedes an election. They have been authenticated by him. They have been told that their failures are somebody else's fault. They have been reassured that their worthlessness is the result of enemy A, or enemy B, or enemy C. They have been given 5 years in the sunlight, and they are a blight that will be with us for generations. There can be no mistaking what is ahead of us in this best of possible scenarios, a period in which a Trump-led minority will continue to terrorize this country. And Trump, whose only barely human delight comes from the applause of the morons in the crowd, will seek that pleasure again and endlessly until the day he dies. We unleash this terrorism via the activating mechanism of reality television. Trump unleashed his terrorists via the activating mechanism of encouraging them to hate. Trump can be and must be expunged. The hate he has triggered, the Pandora's box he has opened, they will not be so easily destroyed. So, let us brace ourselves. The task is twofold. The terrorist Trump must be defeated, must be destroyed, must be devoured in the ballot box. And then he and his enablers and his supporters and his collaborators and the Mike Lees and the William Barrs and the Sean Hannitys and the Mike Pences and the Rudy Giulianis and the Kyle Rittenhouses and the Amy Coney Barretts must be prosecuted and convicted and removed from our society while we try to rebuild it and to rebuild the world Trump has nearly destroyed by turning it over to a virus. Remember it, even as we dream of a return to reality and safety and the country for which our forefathers died, that the fight is not just to win an election, but to win it by enough to chase, at least for a moment, Trump and the maggots off the stage, and then try to clean up what they left. Remember it, even though to remember it means remembering that the fight does not end November 3rd, but in many ways will only begin.
Good morning to all my fellow Americans. I want to send a salute to all my fellow members of the DAV, of which I am a member of, and veterans of all organizations. Never forget those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in order to keep our country free, which socialists, vile morons, socialists, like this guy that just finished speaking. This guy is a true socialist, the kind of socialist like Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Mao Zedong, Fidel Castro, all together, including Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela. These people together, and Pol Pot in Cambodia. Never forget them. They caused the death of millions of people. China, with the virus, a communist country they have capitalism now, but it's still a communist oppressive state. They caused the virus, and it's Trump's fault, according to this, who call us a moron, and refers to us as being stupid, the conservative. He wants to expunge. How, Keith, Mr. Keith? What do you mean by expunge? Just like they did, like the socialists did, like you are a socialist? This is the kind of mind that will cause the death of millions of people. But he won't say it. He won't mention it. He just mentions Trump fault. Trump caused the virus. Trump went to the laboratory and he invented the virus to kill all of us. It wasn't the communists in China. It was Trump. This is the kind of mentality we're dealing with. I'm here a little bit early, too early, but it's because I gotta take my wife to the doctor, and I'm not gonna be here until very, very late. So that's why I'm here very early to expose the truth. These people are evil. This man just finished speaking. These are the true fascists. These are that support Antifa, Black Lives Matter, which are burning, killing, and they're okay. It's an idea, but they're allowed to murder, and we won't speak about it. But Trump is the one who caused it. He caused the destruction of the cities, of the Democrat cities, not the Republican cities, the Democrat cities. Well, so-called Democrats, which are now, we all know, are communists, like Gavin Newsom in California, Maxine Waters, the one in Seattle. I don't know I think Maxine Waters in Seattle or maybe California. Pelosi, de Blasio, New York, the one in Virginia, all socialists. We have to be careful in this election because maybe they are committing fraud to the point where they're gaining power illegally. Because according to the rallies, Trump's rallies, we're the one who are winning. And the true polls, not the fake media polls, are saying that they are winning. When you see Joe Biden's rallies, you see like 8 people. 8 people. I think in one of them, I didn't see anybody. There was a reporter that went to a rally there, and she was reporting and showing that there was supposed to be a rally where she was pointing at, and there was none. This is a true joke. These people are terrible. They're the same socialists that destroyed Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, North Korea, China, the old China, now it's capitalist, the ex-Soviet Union, and Cambodia. Let me go to the next one here because I gotta try to leave as soon as I can. Let me put another one here. I want you to see how evil, these people are so damn evil, they're just speaking, I'm telling you, that it's just incredibly evil. I want you to hear this I think she's a Japanese descendant who questions Amy Barrett. I forgot, Naromo or something like that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right. Hirono. Her name is Hirono. Macy Hirono, senator. I want you to see the kind of garbage she speaks. And then I'm going to finish off with Pelosi. Listen to this one. It's a true joke.
To ensure the fitness of nominees for a lifetime appointment to the federal bench or to any of the other positions for any of the committees on which they appear, I ask each nominee these 2 questions, and I will ask them of you. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator Hirono.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator. They're really showing themselves to do really well.
I'm telling you, these people are terrible. Look, what kind of a question? I'm telling you, these people are just vile morons. What Oberman called us, that's what they are. That's what they are. They're exactly what Oberman called us morons. They are the true morons, not us, them. But then they accuse us. I'm going to leave with this last one, with Pelosi. But before I leave, like I said, I got to take care of some business, take care of my wife. Been married for over 43 years. And in January is going to be 44 years. I love her dearly. I got to take care of her. She's having some health problems. And I'm going to take her to a specialist. So God bless you all. And don't forget, Florida, to vote for Maria Elvira Salazar. We need conservative, not socialist, like Oberman or Pelosi, or all of them, all the Democrats, which have now are the Democrat Socialist Party, not the Democrat Party, the Democrat Socialist Party, which is a step towards communism. And Donald Trump, let's see if we can freeze the accounts of the communists in Cuba, who are just as guilty as the ones in Venezuela, and pass it on to Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia until there's free elections. And I want to say, I don't know if I said this, but I want to say it again just in case. I send a salute to all fellow veterans, those of the DAV, and all veterans of all organizations. Yeah, I think I said it already. I'm sorry, losing sometimes my memory. But here we go. I'm going to leave with Pelosi. I'm going to try to shorten this one up because this one is a little bit too long.
As you know, there are Americans who are being evicted from their
Okay,
homes.
yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit forward. You know what the socialists, because they're socialists, no doubt about it. What they're doing is they're gaining the hate of reporters. I want you to hear this news reporter. You know, he's gonna probably think about this because look at the way this witch from hell, Pelosi, speaks to him. And because he doesn't agree with her and agree with her position, you know, she's trying to refer to him as a traitor of the Democrats. I hope he wakes up. I hope this guy, Wolf, I forgot his whole name, Wolf, it's right there in the video. You know, he should wake up. He should wake up because he's in a party which is going to destroy even him. Because once they're in power, he won't be able to express himself or opinionate or oppose himself to the mentality of these fiends from hell. Let me put this one here. I got to shorten it because it lasts too long.
Who have written this
But
bill.
so many of your fellow Democrats in the House, they want a deal right now.
No, that is it.
The problem solvers, they all want a deal right now. And here's what they're complaining about. Because you wrote a letter to House Democrats and you said this.
She doesn't like the questioning.
The letter you wrote, the president only wants
She says, smiling.
to go out before election day and for the market to go
What a
up.
witch.
Is that
She's a real, honest to goodness witch.
to take credit if there's a deal that will
No, I
help
don't care
millions of
about that.
Americans right now?
He's not that important, but let me say this. With all due respect, and you know we've known each other a long time, you really don't know what you're talking about.
No, you, Pelosi, don't know what you're talking about.
Anecdote is not data. Yes, there's some people who said this or that. Overwhelmingly, my caucus wants what is right for the American people. Overwhelmingly, our chairman who wrote the bill, read their statements. They all put out their own statements when they saw what the White House was proposing. So do a service to the issue and have some level of respect for the people who have worked on these issues, written the bill to begin with. Now, let me just say this in terms of the numbers. I want people to do
Look,
the math.
I got to stop this because I just can't stand the lies of this witch.
For a sustained period of time.
The bill she's proposing, she's lying through her teeth. It does not help the American people. What it does help is what she is conveniently directing the bill towards, like the Postal Service, who doesn't need it, illegals, though that shouldn't be even mentioned in the bill. But she wants that bill proposed, even though it's not none of the American people and businesses, American businesses, are going to benefit. is going to benefit her cause, because she knows that helping the Postal Service, which is, even though I work for the Postal Service, has a very, very awful reputation, reputation of overspending, even though they privatize it. She does, she wants to help them out because she wants the votes. That's all she's interested. She knows that if she sends the money toward the Postal Service and instead of privatizing it, turn it back into the hands of the government, she knows she's going to win a lot of votes, because then she's going to help to how you call it, help survive the Postal Service. But they're inefficient. They proved it. That's why people are using UPS or Federal Express. But she wants to save them. She doesn't want to save us. She wants to save the country. She wants to save her pocket, her own selfish self. And this is the kind of people Keith Olbermann defends, or he embraces them. Why? Because he's part of it. He's part of this evil system of the so-called Democrat Party, which is now officially the Socialist Party, toward their gains and determination towards communism. So wake up, and I'm going to leave with that opinion. And like I always say, Donald Trump, Mike Pence, I always pray for you and your family. May God protect you always. You're doing a great job. Applaud you. The American people are with you. I stand with God and Israel eternally, and may God bless our country eternally. So God bless you all, and if hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye. I did this, but instead of this, it should be this victory for the conservative movement. And what happened is that in Spanish, this means liberty for Cuba. And I did the wrong signal, so don't take it the wrong way, because I admit I just used this wrong signal. It should be this victory for us. So God bless you all. Bye-bye.